Hey everyone, so happy that you can make it for video 2 of our series of online conversion. Now today I'm actually going to address something that's really important before I even dive into the 4 steps of conversion. Now I'm going to answer this question. What is the power source that pushes people from a stranger standpoint all the way to become a promoter? What is it? What is the power that pushes them? And it's right here. It's the power of content. I personally feel that too many times businesses care about the social platforms more than they care about the actual content that's going inside of them. And that's the wrong type of thinking to have. You have to focus on what content can do for your ideal client and for your business. Now, let me give you kind of an example of what type of power content really has for a customer. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I absolutely love going to Lake Powell. It's by far my favorite vacation place. I love the water. I love water sports. And there was a particular time in my life when I was younger when my family would constantly go every summer. And I always wanted to share that passion of going to the lake, being on a houseboat, going and doing all the water sports. And it was something that I really wanted and looked forward to sharing with my future family. And I've always had this vision of where I would be driving a boat and I would have my younger son or daughter behind doing a water sport, my whole family gathered around, the feel of the sun on my face, all of that. I was just dying and itching for the opportunity to share that with my family. And I've always had that passion of having that. And it wasn't too long ago that I was focusing on wanting to know what type of boats are best to have. And so I did all my research. I started looking at all the different types of ski boats, all the different types of wakeboards, just trying to get an idea of what would be the best to have. And all of a sudden, as I was through this searching process, I came across an image. And it was of a family on a boat in a sunset. And there was a little son wakeboarding. And it just had one simple caption that said, "Create memories." And man, when I saw that image, I just totally thought to myself, that is my story. That is totally what I want to have in my life. That's totally my story. And when I saw that, I immediately wanted to know, well, what type of boat is it? And at the very bottom of the image had Mastercraft boats. And from there, my love for Mastercraft, their company, their values, what they stand for, has been really dear to my heart. Now, this is the interesting part. That simple picture converted me like that in an instant. Why? Because my why, my purpose, and my dream aligned with what they offered. And it was perfectly phrased to capture what my heart desired. Now, this is the even more interesting part. I have not stepped foot on a Mastercraft boat, and I've had a passion for that company for almost 6 or 7 years. People would argue with me saying that Mastercraft isn't the best ski boat, and I will fight to the death to back that up, that they are the best, even though in reality they might not be. But I am so passionate about this dream that I have, and Mastercraft is a part of that dream. Now, that little story is a perfect example of what content can do for you and your company. Your content needs to be focused on your ideal customer, what their needs are, and your company needs to support those needs, to give a solution to that. And so the best thing to do is to sit down and to reflect upon what message, what values do your company have. And then once you've done that, you need to look at your ideal client. Those are the people who've brought in the most income for your business, those who've had the most amazing experiences with your business. Think about all those people and write down some of those qualities and some of the things that they looked for while they came to you for maybe a product or a service. Write those things down and figure out how you can bridge the gap between your message and their message and making that become one. That's the power of content. That's the power that pushes strangers all the way to becoming a promoter for your brand and business. That is something that you should focus on way before you worry about your social platforms, your blog, your email, all of that. So sit down, focus on your content, and continue to become good at producing that content, and the results will be huge for you and your business. And once you've gotten that established, then we're ready to dive into these 4 parts of conversion, and that's what we're going to be talking about next in our upcoming 2 videos. So can't wait to see you then. Have a good one.